Are you looking to grow your product career but you are not sure how? Key thing to remember is that your career is no different than the product you manage at work. In this video, I will share how following the steps you would take to build a great product can help you plan how to elevate your career. Your career is a living thing. It goes through transformation, challenges, and you need to embrace the fact that it is ever evolving and see it as an opportunity to express yourself and align it to your goals. Same as what you would do in your product, you want to move away from building features to building outcomes. It's the same you need to do in your career. You need to look at what you are doing now, how that aligns with your goals. Let's start with strategy. When building a product strategy, you do a lot of research and you truly focus on what is unique about your product and how it can answer the customer need better than anything else that is on the market. Your career strategy is the same. You have to, one, map out what is unique about you, what are your strengths, weaknesses, but also what are the things that you enjoy and don't enjoy. Two, you want to understand the market you are in and what are the macro trends that could influence your career. Three, as you would with a product, you would map out what are the customer needs and you would want to do the same. You need to really understand what are the things that make you you. What are the things you really enjoy? What are the things that make you tick? What really define what are the key things you really want to not compromise on and you really want to have in your career. The second part is goals. Based on the strategy, you want to decide what are the key 3 things you need to focus on in the next year. Same as in product, there are goals of what you want to achieve, but you might not have all the answers on how to do that, and that is absolutely fine. You want to write them down clearly and use them as your reference when planning a roadmap. Which then takes me to the third part of the plan, roadmap. That creates a direction of what you want to focus on in the next 6 to 12 months. What activities are aligned to your goal? What do you need to do in order to achieve that goal? When it comes to the roadmap, you should also look at opportunities and gaps. There might be things you want to do, but you might not have the answers on how to get there. Define what are the things I can do now, what are the things I need to plan out. When it comes to gaps, you really want to think what are the different activities I could do to actually fill those gaps. Are there any mentors available? Are there any groups available? Are there any discussions? Should I do any further research? Fourth part, experimentation / prototyping. One thing that makes products successful is the fact that we look at building minimum viable products and we try and discover new opportunities, test them and validate whether they are actually worth the investment. I feel that this approach is lacking when it comes to building out your career. The question is, do you take calculated risk to pursue an idea you have or a hobby? Most probably you don't, but actually that could really represent a big opportunity for you. That you are already in a career path shouldn't really stop you from discovering other opportunities. If you feel like there's things that you really care about, you should try and make time for it and again map them out as you would with a product. What is the thing I'm trying to achieve here? What is the opportunity? What is the minimum type of effort should I put into this to really understand if it's something I like, if it's something I see myself doing, and then you're really taking that testing approach, and that means that you can do things alongside the path you're on to really understand whether you should switch, whether you should pivot, or whether you should continue in the path but maybe with a different focus. 5. Feedback loops. We know that closing the feedback loop on any release, change, experiment is key to learning and building our knowledge so that we actually build greater products. Well, the same applies to your career. Try something, give it a time frame, and then review. Take time to reflect on what went well, what didn't, what did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? And what would you do differently? And then you can decide how that aligns with your goals. One last thing, as product managers, we develop skills to manage ambiguity, and because we have the tools and experience, we're able to experiment, take action, and innovate. You already have those skills from your role, so you now have to apply those in a way in which you can manage ambiguity in your career so that you can change, experiment and innovate and get you closer to achieving your goals. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more product manager tips and insights. Bye.